Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Baseball Talk with Your Brothers. My name is Earle, joined here with my brother Tim. And this video, the Mets made another bullpen move, solidifying the back end here in a big way. They get Ryan Helsley from the St. Louis Cardinals in exchange for infielder Jesus Baez, the 8th-rated prospect in the Mets system, right-handed pitcher Nate Dohm, number 16th prospect in the Mets system, and right-handed pitcher Frank Elissalt, which was not ranked in the Mets system. Let's start with Ryan Helsley, one of the more consistent relief pitchers as of the last few years. I believe he's the lead leader in saves this year as well with the Cardinals, as he was the saves leader last year. He had 49 saves last year. He's 21 so far this year, so he's not leading the league this year. He has a 3 ERA. And has just been one of the more consistent guys in the back end of that in the back end of that St. Louis bullpen, and really solidifies as a 8th inning guy for the Mets behind Díaz. But also when Díaz needs a day off, the Mets have a second closer now, and this solidifies their bullpen heading into the postseason potentially this year, with a really strong back end. Thoughts here, Tim? First, Ryan Helsley with the New York Mets slots in as the setup man with Edwin Díaz being the closer.
Oh, this one got me excited. I was really pumped up to see this one, and I will say I am one of those people that, like, I'm obviously we're Mets fans, so we got that. I don't give a shit about prospects. I really don't. If we want to win now, that's you got to put your best foot forward. Even that being said, the Mets didn't trade much. Like, Jesus Baez, sure, was the number 8 prospect in the Mets system. Like, I think that was the only. I guess you counted Drew Gilbert was a 10, or Tidwell was the 10. I saw some other places have Tidwell at like 12 or 13. So when I was posting it on Twitter, I'm like, oh, sweet. Mets traded for three deep relievers. Helsley was the final one, and gave up one top 10 prospect. And we built our entire bullpen. Like, this is a piece that can win you a World Series. Because all of a sudden, if Díaz isn't available, Helsley's closed plenty of games this year.
Lead leader in saves last year.
He was a league leader in save last year's, and he has 21 this year. It's not been he's got a 3 ERA, but he's been solid in the bullpen. So I really like this move for the Mets. And for the Cardinals, I will say, yeah, you got Jesus Baez, but if you're looking at what the Mets gave up for Rogers and what the Phillies gave up for Duran, you look at it and go, man, we should have gotten a little bit more. For Helsley,
Duran had control.
Yes, but
that's
still
not fair. Rentals and 2 years of control after this year are two different things.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree why the price tag was so high on Duran.
Yeah, but I think you could definitely look at it and go, maybe we could have gotten a little bit more, but either way.
Yeah. And on the flip side, let's talk prospects real quick. Jesus Baez is now a Cardinal. He's going to be reporting to the Peoria Chiefs of High A. 50 grade hit, 60 grade power, 40 grade run, 60 grade arm, 50 grade field. If you guys watched my top prospect that could be traded at the deadline video, when I broke down buyers at the deadline, I kind of mentioned which ones could be the top guys traded. Jesus Baez was the one I said was going to get moved from the Mets. Who was going to be the best prospect move from the Mets. So there's that. Right-handed pitcher Nate Dohm. By the way, Baez, 8th prospect for the Mets, going to be the 6th prospect for the Cardinals. And then Nate Dohm, who was the 16th prospect for the Mets, is now going to be the 15th prospect for the Cardinals. He's also going to head up to Peoria with the Chiefs in High A. He was drafted in the 3rd round in 2024. 55 grade fastball, 50 grade curveball, 55 grade slider, 40 grade changeup, 55 grade control, 45 overall. He was a reliever at Ball State in 2022 before he transferred over to Mississippi State. And he was somebody who the Mets drafted and I believe underslotted in that third round there to be able to spend up in the later rounds. And then Frank Elissalt. He is a low A guy who spent time in St. Lucie this year a little bit. He got drafted out of in the 19th round in last year's draft out of Nova Southeastern University in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. No idea what that college is. He is a right-handed pitcher, 6'2", 210, 23 years old. In St. Lucie this year, he's made one appearance. I don't have much on Elissalt at all, but the Cardinals must have seen something in him there. The Cardinals got a decent return overall. They get now they for Helsley, they got returned back to now their top 15 prospects. But I love this addition for the Mets as a back end guy and a part-time closer when Diaz needs days off or have gone back to back and stuff like that. Plus, if you're the Mets in a playoff do or die game, your pitcher can go 5 and dive, and then you can go Soto 6, Rogers 7, Helsley 8, Diaz 9. That's not including Reed Garrett. So this bullpen is unbelievably stacked now, and they're building a kind of what the Padres did last year, like a pseudo super pen. Which with the way that the starting rotation goes 5 innings on a daily basis, it's very helpful. So love this addition for the Mets. Anything you'd like to mention before we head on out here, Tim?
I'm excited for this move. This one was a big one. So I'm really happy with what the Mets have done with their bullpen.
Yep, and then for the Mets, they are rumored to be still in the market for probably a bat, and that's about it. They're happy on the pitching side now, and they're going to be looking for a bat. But that's going to do it for this video. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next trade video. Peace out, guys.
See you.